Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. Tonight I want to start by saying that love is the force that moves the world. Yes, indeed, and that hopefully we feel it when we are born. But recently, what has changed among men and women? It turns out that a few decades ago, women started leaving the house and they started working. And some men that I have heard about, they have stayed at home. So there has been a switch in roles. But it has been confused when relationships try to be intimate, emotionally, when they want to talk to each other. Who is the man? Who carries the masculine or the feminine energy? All those issues arise, and that's why I'm here to talk to you about the importance, and mostly men, that we have to understand better how to deal with women. Women have it fairly easy because they're pretty intuitive. They have been led to express their emotions since they are little. And that helps them along the way because we as men are stopped from feeling and start seeing nothing when we are supposed to. Okay, let's go back to something important. How women have been educated first. Because it has been a problem for men. Women have been educated to be good to everybody. Whenever you say, "Hi, how are you?" you respond back to me, right? Very well, and you? Hopefully. But there is a time when women stop doing that. When they see that a lot of men come around and they have the impression that they're not looking for friendship, but for something else, they start raising shields. Because they were never taught how to establish proper limits against other people. That is one thing. Another thing that I have found is that women were raised, not all of you, some of you, or you can see it widely spread around cities, countries, that women were raised to look for guys who were more arrogant and confident. So, for instance, if you were a little kid, answering to your mom, "Hey, yes, I can do this for you." If she wants you to clean up the kitchen, you just say yes, you go and clean up the kitchen. If she wants you to clean the room, just by answering yes to all the questions and all the requests from your mother, you know that you're gonna be her favorite. But when you grow up and you want to establish a more mature relationship with a real woman, I mean, someone with whom you want to spend part of your life or all of your life, if you start doing that, saying yes to all of her requests, it's not gonna work. And this is where nice guys complain. This is a tricky part. This is where women do not see exactly what kind of men they're losing. A nice guy does not mean a bad guy. A nice guy could be a great opportunity for that woman there. And because she's only looking for the guy over there who is more inclined towards being a bad boy and who is arrogant and confident, she's going to go for that other guy. She's going to think that will be the real deal. And not the guy who had the guts to come to her and talk to her. And because he is kind of clumsy, well, she thinks he's not the real deal. And she might be losing opportunity after opportunity. Well, this is where we have to put more into action. Communication. Communication is very important here. How many of you have had trouble in your relationships when communicating? For example, you say something to your husband or to your wife or to your boyfriend or to your girlfriend. "Hey, I thought that we were going to this restaurant. How come we ended up going to Dennis?" "Oh, you thought?" "No, I thought that you knew that I thought that we were going to Dennis." And because assumptions arose, there was no communication. This is my suggestion for you guys over here, mostly, even women too. But when you're talking to your women, listen to her. Use the words. If you are interested into the psychological matter of communication, it's very easy. Just repeat the words back to her. Let me cut it out for a while and give you an example. For example, suppose that I am in a martial arts class. I am in the instructor, and I have your wife calling me saying, "Hey, do you offer martial martial arts classes there? And I say, oh, are you looking for martial arts classes here? And she goes, yes. Okay. And she says the second question. Do you operate for kids Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Oh, you're looking for classes that are offered for kids on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Yes! Do you see how easy it is to establish rapport even with clients? Like the example that I just gave you. Another example. If someone tells you that they are afraid of heights, and you say, are you scared of high altitudes? No! I am afraid of heights! Isn't it the same high altitudes and heights? But that person responds to heights, not to the words high altitude. And this is very important. This is what echoing the words mean. Repeating back the words. Even if you are a salesman and selling cars, you just repeat the words back to the client, and they will be very well understood, and rapport will be there. This is the connection that I'm telling you. Echoing the words back. Well, now that you have two important things, social conditioning in women, us probably not communicating well most of the times. There's one thing that is important. I talked already about assumption. Let me go back over here. And some of you might be in a relationship, some of you not. But these three questions that I'm going to give you might create a little bit of difference. Increase the attraction in your relationship. Okay, let's see. What do you do when you meet new people in a place that is not your house? You ask them questions because you want to know more about them. How about if a guy approaches a girl and says, hey, do you often come over here? And that could be a very overused question, but if you are confident enough, you'll get a response, and then you will ask the second and very important question. What is your passion? And when she starts saying, well, my passion is accounting, or my passion is fashion, or my passion is watching soap operas, you say, oh, do you love watching soap operas? She'll be, yes! Yes! And then you ask, what are your favorite childhood characters? Oh, those are My Little Pony, Mr. Potato Head, and Barbie. Oh, really? My Little Pony, Mr. Potato Head, and Barbie? And she'll be, yes! How do you know? Well,
You just told me.
you just told me. Thank you. I didn't plan on that. You'll just see the person lighting up like a tree, like a Christmas tree. It will be amazing. Those simple questions. And these systems, so to speak, have become a little bit more complicated, but they don't have to be. They don't have to be. This way of approaching and getting to know people, you're just getting to the basics, to the rationale of why they act the way they act, why they love what they love, and who they were as kids. Now, before I end up this beautiful conversation with this beautiful audience, I want to bring up three reminders. First, this is psychology put into action, or for you to know what's going on. First, when you're getting to know someone, remember that it is very important where you were grown up. What happens when you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old? Your consciousness is still not working. Everything that you see at home is what gonna become your relationship to love. If you are 1, 2, 3, 4 years and you see that your parents live under violence, when you are 6 and your consciousness starts to operate, you're gonna link that violence to love. That's why it's very important to ask that person, hey, how do your parents get along? Can you see that? Can you see how the switch in consciousness that everybody talks about, how it affects and makes it difficult sometimes. Hey, why can I cannot break this pattern of getting to know the same people all the time? Well, there you go. That is your answer. That's where you have to dig at. Okay, good. Last, just to recap. First, of course, ma'am, we have to continue reading and thinking and being creative about how to treat our women better. Second, communication. Echo the words. Everything that she says, repeat it back, and you'll see that even you will have a better and deeper understanding of what she's saying. And third, if you women want to increase the intensity of the relationship, become a kid and say, hey, you suck. Thank you.